top things that are known to everyone are eating and drinking deliberately and intentionally. Because Allah Azza wa Jal says in the Quran, and eat and drink until the white thread of dawn becomes distinct to you from the black thread of night. Then complete the fast until the sun sets. So this is the first things that break your fasting: to eat and drink deliberately during the daytime. But if someone did this by mistake, if someone ate or drank out of forgetfulness, well, this has no impact on his fasting. The Prophet says, alayhi salatu wasalam, whoever forgets when he's fasting and eats or drinks, let him complete his fast, for it is Allah who has fed him and given him to drink. However, once he remembers, he must stop immediately. And there's no difference whether this is mandatory or voluntary fast. And also, if we were to see someone eating or drinking during the fasting daytime out of forgetfulness, it is not permissible for us to sit back and say, lucky him, Allah is feeding him. No, we have to remind him and stop him from doing what he was doing. And eating and drinking is something that breaks your fast. One of my son-in-laws once called me during the daytime. He said, Sheikh, I woke up to go to work and I was fasting, and out of forgetfulness, I ate a sandwich and drank a glass of milk. And then I remembered after I finished. He was doing voluntary fast. I said, okay, no problem. He said, but it's not over here. I went to work. I worked on my job for 3-4 hours. And I came to pray Dhuhr. After Dhuhr, the boys bought some fried chicken and they invited me. So I ate with them lunch. I said, okay, out of forgetfulness. He said, okay. He said, it doesn't end here. Then they brought some cake. I said, this is too much. What are you doing? Where is your mind? What kind of fast is this? But at the end of the day, technically speaking, Allah is most forgiving, most merciful, not like us. We would have rendered his fast over. But the actual fact is, as long as you've done it out of forgetfulness, your fast is valid with the grace of Allah. And Allah is the one who fed you and offered you something to drink. Now, eating and drinking is obvious. And scholars say anything that enters your stomach, whether through your mouth or through your nasal cavity, is considered to be eating and drinking. Even if you swallow a pill or a stone, that would be also drinking and eating, regardless of the nature of it. As long as it went to your stomach, it invalidates your fast. Likewise, what is considered to be nutrients. So if a person takes an IV of glucose, for example, or any substance that would suffice him from eating and drinking, like sick people in hospitals, this also breaks the fast because it is within the same meaning of fasting and it does the same job as well. Injections that do not provide you with energy and you cannot use them to suffice you from eating and drinking have no impact on your fasting, such as injections of vaccines, such as injections that get your temperature down whether these are IVs or taken in the muscles, there is no problem in that as well. Other substances such as kuhl, eyeliners, or eye drops or ear drops. Sometimes people say that when we apply eye drops, we find the taste of it in our throats. And likewise, when we put eardrops. But these are not normal passages to the stomach. So even if you find the taste, your fasting is still valid. And what about using inhalers? Inhalers are usually taken by people who have asthma problems. And it was an issue of dispute. However, the scholars say that it has no impact on fasting. Why? Because the amount of liquid or substance that enters your system is far, far less than what remains in your mouth after rinsing it and spitting the water out. And this is not swallowed, rather it is inhaled, and it's for necessity. Hence, it is not a form of eating or drinking. Therefore, there is no problem in using it, insha'Allah.